Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, and welcome back to the monthly astrological crystal overview for the sign of Scorpio, April 2020. I'd like to send my condolences and sympathy to all the family members, friends, acquaintances, associates, and even your enemies who passed through this difficult time. I'd like to send prayers out to all the ones who are current fighting this, that they will recover fully and there will be no repercussion to the health down the line. This shall pass. Please stay in place, wear your mask and your gloves, and keep social distancing when you're out in public. Thank you so much. You know the three rules: like, share, subscribe. Now, you can reach me at readingsbyleonardtmunston.net. My email address, mercury524@msn.com, or my Facebook page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson, and you can reach me on LinkedIn and Twitter. The description is below the box, in the description box. Now, this is a collective reading. This is not an individual reading. You can reach me for individual readings. This may resonate with some of you, and some of this may not resonate with you. Take what you need. Thank you. Okay, Scorpio, your solar sun is transiting your seventh house while the sun is in Taurus. The seventh house represents Libra. It representing creativity. It represents balancing all relationships out and all partnerships out. It represents the house of open enemies, the house of spiritual blessings, the house of being a diplomat and using diplomacy to get what you want. It also represents decisions and indecisions, and also represents the house of others and legal situations. So now let's transiting your solar seventh house. The seventh house is Libra. Its ruling planet is Venus, Scorpio, and is in Taurus. It's the ruling planet of Taurus. So Venus represents the binary. It represents love. It represents money. Okay? So there's a balancing act that you need to perform now, some of you, with issues of relationships and partnerships that's connected with the second house, which is Taurus. It deals with money, work, and possession. There's been an unbalance here in your creativity, unbalance in money, unbalance in love, and unbalance in your possessions. I feel that some of you are paying some possessions off. You might be selling your house and moving to another house, or selling your house and downsizing and doing renting, or buying another house that is not big as what it was before. I also see some of you are getting rid of relationships that's no longer viable, Scorpio. That has to do with love. So some love interests, or some romance, or even a marriage is on the brink of dissolving. Okay, I have some issues here, something with work. I see some of you, Scorpio, are changing your work, or looking at a change in your career and your work habits. Some of you might be taking additional education, recertification, or training to get a better job within your job. And I see some of you are going back to school or getting some additional training or certification to look for a better job. So this is a balance here with your solar sun Scorpio going to the seventh house while the sun is in Taurus. So issues of love, money, possession, and work is now on your mind. Okay, so one of the stones I want you to carry in the month of April the 21st to May the 21st, while the sun is in Taurus, transiting your solar seventh house, which is in Taurus, is the moonstone. Now, the moonstone represents what? Emotions. It also represents prosperity. It also represents protection and also represents love. So moonstones can come in many different colors. They're multicolored moonstones. This is like a smoky color, like a smoke thing. So this what I'm picking up here. Since this moonstone is a smoky color, there's been a lot of smoke blown in your eyes and up your nose too. So now you're breathing better and you're seeing better in these areas where you need to balance your creativity, your partnerships, and your relationships. And this also shows that the smoke that's been around your eyes have been hidden things that you need to see in relationships that needs to be balanced. So there's been an imbalance, so now it's going to be balanced out. Okay. It also deals with relationships connected with partnerships that have to do with money, love, and possession. You're seeing who your open enemies. So the seventh house represents open enemies. It also represents the decisions that you have to make. Don't wait too long. Gather the information you need and make these decisions because there's a great possibility that you're going to miss some opportunities. Okay? So this is the moonstone. It also represents being a diplomat, using diplomacy in this time. If you come off hard and heavy, then people are going to resist you hard and heavy. You can catch more bees with honey than with vinegar. Okay, Scorpio, this also represents a house of others. And I'll also pick up some legal situations that some of you are facing that's been pending. It's going to come out for the best for you. You're going to win this legal situation. So I need you to use the moonstone in the month of April the 21st to May the 21st, while your solar sun is transiting your seventh house, Scorpio, and Taurus. Okay? Also, moonstones represents emotions. So your emotional sign, Scorpio, and your intuitive sign. So trust your intuition and your feelings. Now we're going to see what the karma card for this month is going to be for you. Now, the karma cards consist of three things: the signs, the planet, and the houses. So let's see where you're at, Scorpio. I've drawn to this. Neptune. Neptune is the ruling planet of Pisces. It's another water sign. Okay? We'll deal with the emotions. So this is what I'm saying. This has been some emotional healing that needs to go connected with balancing these relationships and partnerships that's connected with money, work, and possession. Things are grounded now, okay? And then it also represents, again, your psychic abilities heightened and your feelings, so follow that. It also helps you with new opportunity and expansion, abundance, wealth, and truth and karma is coming in with Jupiter in Capricorn, which will be benefit to all earth signs and water signs too. So, the spiritual aspect of this karma card for your solar sun transiting your seventh house while the sun is in Taurus, inspiration others. Inspire others. That's what you need to do spiritually. By action, not just words. Mentally, be prepared to sacrifice. To prepare to sacrifice something. Something that cut the budget. Cut the budget. As far as money, get rid of relationships that deal with love, that has nothing to do with your higher self, and to get rid of partnerships that has nothing to do with your money and your possessions. Physically, yielding is the only way. So yield it. Let it go. Okay? Now your tarot card for the month of April 21st to May the 21st, while the sun is in Taurus and your seventh house. Your solar sun is transiting the seventh house in Taurus. Okay, let's pick this. I'm drawing to this card. This is the card of Knight of Pentacles. Definitely with the theme. Pentacle, Knights represents the movement, messages, and change. Pentacles represents materialistic things and finance. It deals with earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. And your solar sun is in the seventh house, transiting the sun in Taurus. Okay, it also deals with using your mind, your intelligence, your thought process. It also deals with your gifts and talents that you make money by. It also deals with, I see, paperwork and messages coming across your desk during this transit. And it has to do with money. Okay? All right, now we're going to go see where the planets are at and how they're affecting you, Scorpio. Scorpio, your solar sun is in the seventh house, while the sun is in Taurus. And so Venus is in Gemini. Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus. So Venus deals with love interests. It deals with communication, that love interest. It also deals with money. Okay, is being in Taurus. It also deals with work and possession. So your Venus is to communicate, speaking it, thinking it, research, information, and writing it down, publishing it, keeping a journal. It also deals with being in Gemini, short distance transportation. Okay, it also deals with siblings. So there's some issues here with siblings about money, about work and possession that needs to be addressed. Okay. Okay, now we have Mercury in Taurus. Mercury went in Taurus on April the 27th, which is today, and will stay there till May the 11th. Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini. Again, there's Taurus here. So your solar sun, Scorpio, is transiting the seventh house in Taurus, but there's a balance here. And again, in these areas of money, work, and possession. Okay, you need to communicate what you feel and what you think and what you want. Okay, and to think it. Okay, and do research and get additional information. Okay, the next planet we have Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is the 10th house, but deals with employment, success, prestige, and moving up the ladder. So there's changes in those areas too. A better employment in the job you have, a new job, a new responsibility, or getting additional training to acquire another job. Okay? Pluto deals with transformation and rebirth. Again, Pluto is the ruling planet of you, Scorpio, and it's the ruling planet of Aries. So there's a transformation going on in this area, and it's going to be a rebirth. These Pluto represent things that's been hidden that needs to bring to the surface. So it deals with emotional issues about these issues of employment, success, and moving up the ladder. And corporation, institutions, and government in Scorpio and Pluto, Capricorn, that needs to be addressed. Now, Pluto went retrograde on the 25th of April of 2020 and will stay retrograde to October the 4th, 2020. Pluto represents also this transformation and rebirth in this area. And then Pluto's the ruling planet of Aries, so it deals with Mars. So you got to have the initiative, the drive, the renewal, the strike out to change this and bring this transformation and rebirth in this area. Okay, the two letters in retrograde is RE. That means when the planet is going backward, it's retracing its path when it was direct, and the 5 months ago where maybe something you missed, some detail or some information, and you're going to trace your steps and change that. Okay, so the next thing we have is Mars is in Aquarius. The one in Aquarius on March the 30th, 2020 will stay there to May the 13th, 2020. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries, is a planet of vigor, force, action, raw energy. It's a planet of passion, a love, a more. Okay, so it's in Aquarius and it's an air sign. So your thinking is going to be more in that way. Okay, and it's going to be more that way dealing with 11th house things, which deal with hopes, wishes, friendships. It's all going to deal with groups and organizations. So some of these groups and organizations that you have problems are needing that balance, dealing with money, work, and possessions. And it deals with humanitarian efforts too. Okay, we have Neptune in Pisces. Neptune is a ruling planet of Pisces. Neptune, sometime in the sign of Pisces, can bring fears, and it can overblown these fears and fears that you imagine and put your head in the clouds. So get your head out the clouds and all these illusions. Deal with reality. Neptune in Pisces represent the 12th house that deals with intuitiveness and psychic ability. Again, it's a water sign, so your intuitiveness is heightened and is being very developed in a heightened state. Okay, so you might be having intuitions, you might be having dreams, you might be having signs that is telling you what to do, and you're on the right path. And some you having problems with your eyes and your feet with the physical part of Pisces rule. Pisces deals with behind the scenes, any institution that deals with behind the scenes, hospital, prisons, institution of that time, of that kind. Pisces also deal with healing. So there could be some emotional issues that go back to your childhood that is connected with of emotional hurt that you felt that it was your fault and it wasn't your fault. So there needs to be some forgiveness in this transformation, and they need to let go and forgive them and accept your responsibility in this matter, Scorpio. Okay? Now, on the next, we have Uranus in Taurus. Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius. Uranus is a distant planet, so its effect is hard to pinpoint because it's slow. Okay, but you will feel the effect. Uranus represents upheaval, chaos, revolution, change, freedom, and independence. And we're seeing this now with the C19, a major change. Nothing's going to be the same again in every areas of our life and how we live our daily life, travel, and so forth. So it deals with Taurus that we're going to become a cashless society more. In Sweden, they already have the chip in people's hands, the ID, the credit cards, and everything. I'm not taking the chip. I'm not taking the vaccines from this mess because they're going to give you it and it's going to kill you. Okay? All right. So I'm not taking it. So I'll get you to buy what I need. Okay? Because you have to hide me out too. Uranus also represents robots. It's going to be taking over jobs. So we're going to have to learn how to structure the robots, make them, service them, and repair them. So we're going to be more of a digital or computerized country. Also, the norm would be long distance relationship would be the norm. Age is not going to have a big problem. That's going to be a norm. And also, we're going to clean up the earth, the water, and the air. We're going to get the GMOs out of the food. We're going to get all these chemicals out of our body through the medicine, be more homeopathic, more organic, and more natural. We're going to have, again, Scorpio, a healthy relationship with our money. So Scorpio, your solar sun transiting the 7th house in Taurus is going to give you a better, healthy relationship with your money. You're going to be grounded and anchored. Then we have Jupiter. Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius. It's the planet of growth, expansion, new opportunity, blessings, abundance, wealth, and truth and karma. So if you put out good karma, it's coming back to you, and that warehouse in the universe is going to open up for you. If it's bad karma, it's going to open up for you, but you're going to have to pay for the circumstances that you created negativity to yourself and to other people. But the key is to pick the planet, the opportunity that has longevity, that's going to grow and expand. Because it's going to be so many coming to you, Scorpio. Now, Jupiter is going to affect Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So with your solar sun transiting the 7th house in Taurus, this is going to help you too. So some opportunities is going to come through for you, Scorpio. Okay? Okay, it's also going to affect water signs, the Cancer, the Pisces, and the Scorpio. Okay? Then we have, and Saturn Saturn deals with foundation. So that old foundation about a lot of things is going to be wiped and excuse me, torn down to be on a stronger, better foundation. It also represents Father Time. It also represents boundaries. You need to set boundaries now. Let people walk over you. It also represents um, don't go with the punches. Don't fight it. Learn and grow so you can get out of that stagnation. Saturn also represents it will go near Aquarius on April the 21st. I mean March the 21st, 2020 to 2023. So during this time, some of you signs that I just mentioned will be an air sign, so it will affect Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, and it will affect Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Someone close to you, and a family member, friend, acquaintance, associate, or a mentor will be leaving this world physically and going into the spiritual. Okay? Okay. All right, the north node of the moon is in Cancer, retrograding. It was Cancer, it was in Gemini, and it went retrograding, and so it's in Cancer now, and it's been retrograding for January the 1st, 2020, and will stay retrograding until January the 1st, 2020. So since it's in Cancer, it deals with emotions, it deals with women issue, mother, home, family, and security. And I want you to be very careful of your breast area and your stomach, because cancer rules those parts of the body. Okay? All right. So the south node of the moon represents what we brought into this life from our previous life. And we get comfortable and retreat and stay in that. But we have to move ourselves out to bring that balance, Scorpio, to the north node of the moon so we can learn the lessons that I just mentioned with in Cancer. I hope you enjoyed your monthly astrological crystal overview for April 2020 with the April the 21st to May the 21st with the sun in Taurus transiting your seventh house. And I'll see you when we go into May for Gemini. Ciao.